go to agriculture now, right? Finally, as we round up, thank you so much for doing this book. So I want people to know all these, just not just talk about problems and issues. How do you go into the details? This is people might find it boring, but this is the real deal. At some point, we're gonna have to move from the issue of complain to solve. So on this issue of agriculture, what's his name? The former Minister of Agriculture, Adesina. Akinwumi Adesina, the current chairman of African Development Bank. That chairman or CEO.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
He said something, I can't remember the figure, but what he said was basically, to paraphrase him, Africa is at a key stage to make agriculture one of the biggest things in the world. If we can capitalize on this industry, according to him, Africa will blossom. So what would you do in Imo State? Because I know we have, for example, rice production. We have some things that we can encourage people to start doing, or to give them loans, or whatever we can do to enable that local growth and local development of those, so that we don't need, for example, rely on the north for our tomatoes. There was a time during all this IPOP saga that the north were like, if you guys don't let us to rear our cattle, we're gonna stop supplying you guys with tomato. I'm like, come on.
Imagine.
Exactly. Come on. We should be self-sufficient. Yes, we can rely on them for some things, but at the same time, we shouldn't be held hostage by them. So, what would you do on this issue of agriculture?
Okay, briefly, I'm going to tell you one thing I'm going to do. This thing has been on my mind for a very long time. I think it's let's start. So, first of all, is the North. There are certain things the North do for us. Because I am tired of that. And if I'm opportunity to be a governor of the states, this is what exactly I do. So, first of all, there are things we consume here in the Southeast that come from the North: onions, beans, tomatoes, yam. Then the red meat. There are certain other things like carrots, apple, cucumber, watermelon. Now, it is not going to be a bad idea. Because there is already something. There is a place called Adapam. What's this man's name again? I've forgotten that man's name again. The first governor of the old Imo. I'm not supposed to Mbakwe. Sam Mbakwe. Good. He started that Adapam, and when Rochas came in, I think they say Rochas D. I don't know what this, but I think that is not friendly. Said he did business with them, or he has sold it. But one thing I know that he did was to revive that Adapam. Okay, either he bought a ship from it, or he bought it over to himself, but the palm plantation is fully blown now. Like is actually the hub of where you can go and fetch palm oil. So if we can do that within that zone, what it means is that nothing is impossible.
Of course.
So like I said again, with the satellite hospitals and all that, and the hospitals in local government and all that, this is the same thing I'm going to do. The whole local government in the states, there will be a land, which is, of course, I know that's not a problem. If it means setting up, offices for such innovation or ideas in the local government to ensure that they see after its sustainability and growth. Then I have to do it. So this local government and this local government and this local government is going to team up to produce tomatoes. So they are going to produce tomatoes in very large quantities to ensure that Abia states and Anambra State, that are neighboring states to Imo State, can comfortably come and get tomatoes in enough quantities they need. Now, this local government and this local government and this local government would have to produce onions and yam in a very large quantity that other neighboring states, like I told you, can comfortably come and harvest and buy.
Yeah.
So which means there are lands in the southeast. There are lands that you can actually plant these things. Now, remember what I told you the first time? There are agricultural students. If you have taught them very well,
it
is a beautiful way to start. Employ their hands. That thing you learned, come and practicalize it.
More so, we need to have mechanized agriculture. Like large-scale mechanized agriculture.
This idea is not. I didn't say the students will have to go there and then carry hose and.
No. No, of course not. I'm simply copying your points from the first topic, which was like you need technocrats, right? So that you need. So because they already have that knowledge of and know how to use the technology, you're not moving them. Because I like the way we began this, right? You've moved them from that system of education to now implementation, which is all that technological skills you have in using a tractor or this or that irrigation systems, which is very important how to do irrigation. All these things that are so technical. Okay, now it's time for you to now put them in the farm.
And that there's this form of agriculture. There's this form of agriculture. I don't know the name, but I know that I've seen that thing on Facebook before.
Yeah.
You don't need to till the land. No.
Bro, we're on the same page. Switzerland. Singapore. Singapore is a very small country. They don't have land to be selling farms, and no, they don't do that. They now, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna find what you mean now, because I need to mention the name. For
that form of agriculture, right?
Yeah, I need to mention it. I'm just gonna look it up now, but keep going. Because I think
this is actually the idea. So if there are plants that are actually need, because when I asked questions, the only thing the land does to plants is to hold its fame and to store its nutrients. So if there is another form of agriculture or another structure that can hold the plant and feed it its nutrient, then you don't need the land again. So as soon as you come out and say, okay, this is my land, I can't do that. Okay, fine. We can use other forms and, get the work done. So but we are going to move gently from that point of using the lands that are available into, let me tell you something. I haven't verified this, but I know I was in a training. I can't remember the training. I was one day. One of the facilitators said that is it Akwa Ibom or Calabar? Either of these states, Ebonyi, Abakaliki. That Abakaliki right now has fertilizer farm. So large that the other states in Southeast go there to buy fertilizer. That they are expanding to ensure that their neighboring states from the middle belt and north can actually come there to. So they want to be the hub of fertilizer in Nigeria. So that once you need fertilizer, you go to Abakaliki to get your fertilizer. That's exactly the idea I want. So that each of these local governments will have something they are known for. So that the people in that locality that have gone to school can actually go to their local government, the agricultural, they have studied agriculture, can go to their agricultural center in their local government, enroll, work. Of course, they will be paid.
Of course.
Like I said before, it is going to be an internship. So if you do very well, and what I mean by doing very well means that the more interns that work hard, the more opportunities to generate revenue.
Of course, 100%.
So if you employ me if you employ me to come and work for you as an intern, and I want to prove myself, and then you deal in, say, maybe production of maybe cars, a day is going to come when I'm going to, because I work hard. If you produce 1 or 2 cars, we'll start producing 10 cars.
Of course,
what it means is that production is high, and there is what higher returns.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be paid more.
Yeah. Because
that's the goal. The goal, bring them in with the knowledge they have and work as intern, and they get paid. Then, there is increase in productivity, and of course, while productivity is increased, their pay is equally increased. So that when you work for intern for a certain amount of time, say maybe 1 year, thereabout, or 6 months, you are employed as a permanent staff. No. So that's exactly what I want to do to encourage the agricultural mainstay.
Yeah. So this
state.
Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree with everything you say, because I look. It's called them vertical farms. And
beautiful.
It amazes me, man, because I've watched several of those videos on YouTube. I'm like, wow, these guys are so far ahead, man. Like they are now. You don't need to. They calculate the amount of light the plants need. They calculate the amount of water. Everything is done so technologically that you don't even need to till the soil anymore. They've passed that stage, because these countries recognize that we don't have the land anymore. So we have to think outside the box on how do we remain self-sufficient. We can't keep importing our food from other countries. We have to, at some point, make our own food in our own country and find a way around it. And this is what they've been doing. And it keeps on getting better. In fact, I was watching a video on YouTube where they were using the roofs of their houses. So the council, or what you can call the local government in Nigeria, is now encouraging people to, on the roof of their houses, build farms on the roofs. So just like you're going to build in your back garden, tomato, pepper in your back garden, they're encouraging people to, on the roof of their houses, plant some things, whether it's fruits or vegetables or whatever, So I hope and pray that, one day in the next 10, 15 years, you get there, because all these points are critical and important points, honestly, bro. And I couldn't agree with you more. I don't know if you have anything final thing to say on the whole topic.
Okay, can you hear me very well?
Yeah, very well. Yeah, very.
Beautifully. So, to summarize the whole thing, one thing I'm going to say in a nutshell is, one, it needs, I'll be needing a lot of funds, which of course I know that there is that fund here in Nigeria. We just waste resources. We are just wasting resources. There are avenues where they can generate fund internally, and then of course the funds coming from the federal government. And there are equally, like I said, partnership. So when you see that, when someone sees that, okay, this person has this will to work, they want to come in to partner with you.
Yeah.
So that idea they have. So you may not even have. It's just like somebody who has an idea of producing a particular thing, and he pitches the idea, and someone says, okay, fine, let's partner with you. So that you bring your idea, and then they bring your funding.
Yeah.
So the funding will be there. There will be need for a lot of revamping of our people's method of thinking. That is going to take a long time before they will adapt to what you are coming with. If this thing doesn't work, like I said, a lot of people are not going to agree with your government because of the kind of overhauling that you are coming.
Yeah, but
okay.
Yeah, but the truth the truth is that overhauling is what we need now in Nigeria. There's something I keep saying. We don't need you to come in and say, "Oh, I tried my best. I did this. I did that. Oh, because of this." Nah. The points we are now is the points where you need to come in. And I don't like using this word revolutionize, but I mean it in a good way. You need to come in and revolutionize. The whole system should turn around on its head. the whole system should be overhauled. Like things need to be done differently. And I hope and pray, like, and we're not just praying, we are working towards it. You know, there are many things you and I privately are talking about, and God willing, one day, you know, you'll be in that place so that this sense, and like you said, it's not gonna just be like, it's gonna keep getting better. By the time you travel all over the world, your ideas will keep on getting more refined. You will start seeing, oh, this is how this thing works. I can take this template, I can implement it in my states. So, bro, once again, honestly, thank you for doing this. I'm so grateful. And hopefully next week, in the next coming week, we'll do this again.
All right, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, bro. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, good night, bro.
Thank you. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Today was kind of different. Because today I wanted us to be more solution driven. I wanted us to, you know, to go more into the details of how can you make Nigeria, or at the micro level, individual states to work. I think we need to move away from and we're always gonna keep on calling out these guys. We will keep on talking about what's happening in Nigeria. But at the same time, I want us to juxtapose these issues or these problems with the solutions as well. So we're not just going to talk about, oh, this is bad, corruption, underdevelopment, this. We need to talk about how do you solve it. And the points that my friend Emeka laid out are the things that we need to be doing if we're going to move Nigeria or Anambra State or Imo State forward. Because when these component states, the states of Nigeria are better, then by virtue of that fact, that means Nigeria is better. So I would like us to think more at that micro level. What can you do? You know, what can you do? If let's say one day you find yourself in a position of power, hopefully you've worked to get there. Hopefully you're planning to get there so that you don't just stumble upon power. You know, this is not something that we should take lightly. You have 4 years or 8 years to change people's lives. You know, what are you gonna do? You know, I hope it's something that you're thinking about. If you're passionate about leadership, if you're passionate about politics and you want to see a difference, I hope you're writing down things now. I hope you're on your phone, you know, on your notepad, typing something down on what you can do. I'm doing this thing as well. I hope you're doing the same because, like I said, one day these guys are gonna leave power. One day it's gonna be you and I in charge of local government, states, federal positions, presidencies. We need to, at that point, we don't just want to be confused or dazed. We want to be prepared and say, this is the plan, these are the things I'm going to do, and this is how I intend to achieve them. This is how I'm going to take the loan. This is how I'm going to generate IGR from my states. This is how I'm going to do taxes. This is how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that. This is how I'm going to encourage private businesses to partner with the public, to partner with the government. You know, these steps are the steps I'm going to take, and these are the things that I hope we can start discussing. And if you have anything you want to say, feel free to contact us. You know, we want to start stirring up this conversation, and we want people to start getting involved because it's really going to help us a lot if we start talking about these things. And please don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share this video. It really helps to share it. Just share it with your friend. Please, and most important, don't forget to subscribe. We want to get to our goal is to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I know it's a lofty goal for someone that just began doing this 1 month, 2 months ago. But we can achieve it if you guys help us out and subscribe and share it to your friends. Once again, thank you and God bless.